What's up, preppers? This one's going to be a bit of a rant, I'm afraid. Bit of a bugbear with me. I'm sure a lot of you have got things to say about our government and things you don't like about our government. But my biggest bugbear at the moment is we are ignoring everything going on at the moment. Now, I'm not one for doing fear videos and be scared and be afraid, but we are preppers at the end of the day. Being prepared is kind of in our nature, and we'd like to think that people around us, especially the governing bodies, also. In the Cold War, we built hundreds of bunkers, ROC bunkers, large government shelters that are under air bases. There's all sorts, and I'll show you one of them shortly. But now we just seem to be ignoring everything going on. And let me just show you the headlines going on around the world. Again, don't take this as me trying to scare anyone. This is purely me saying, why are we ignoring this? This is Scandinavia is preparing for war. So Scandinavia's prepping, doing all the stuff there. Denmark are calling up women for military service as it seeks to avoid war. So they're conscripting as well. The British public should be ready to fight Putin. Army chiefs are saying in this country. NATO warns of all-out war with Russia in the next 20 years. That was from January, that one. Warsaw coughs up 30 million for bomb shelters with an eye for aggressive. So Poland's spending 30 million euros on more shelters. All the Baltic states are creating bunkers all down the sides. French army is preparing for high-intensity war. The Germans recently ran a drill to get their government into bunkers in the event of a warning. In 1976, Switzerland completed the largest civilian fallout shelter in the world, the Sonneberg Tunnel, which will house 20,000 people. Since 1963, Switzerland has been constitutionally obliged to provide shelter space for every citizen, meaning that by law, apartment blocks must be fitted with shelters. Today, the country has more bunker spaces than it does residents, a population of 8.6 million, and in an excess of 365,000 shelters that have room for nearly 9 million people. Move to Switzerland. I mean, that's just one of the ones I highlighted. You can see there's something above there about Albania between the 60s and 80s, constructed 750,000 bunkers. All these countries are getting prepared, yet we're not. I found, in trying to find if we're doing anything, I found this, a rejected petition to the UK government for start building the nuclear bunkers, underground facilities for all. It got rejected on the grounds that apparently the application wasn't accurate. And bear in mind, these petitions are not anything that's going to actually change anything. It just gets to 10,000, and it's if it gets to 10,000, it's discussed. If it gets to 100,000, it's brought to Parliament for discussion, for consideration. So it's massive figures you've got to get on these to get anywhere. But just to be outright rejected, it's testament to what we are. Now, what I'm going to link in the video is this one I did find. There's another petition. Obviously, this has got through the rejection process. 505 when I took this screenshot, but I have been sharing it around social media and stuff already, trying to promote it. So hopefully it's starting to get up there. But I urge you to do the same. This petition is saying that, listen, either build shelters or give us help so we can do our own. There's two choices there for them. I mean, all it is saying we want a bit of security. It's all right having a nuclear deterrent in Trident, but the last test misfired. They are like 50 years old, 60 years old, whatever they are. 30-year-old, I think. Sorry, I'm giving them too much age in the eye. It's like a 30-year-old system. And a deterrent only works as long as somebody's not stupid enough to ignore it. And I'm sorry, with the threats we've got going on, it doesn't have to be coming from Russia or coming from North Korea. It could be a dirty bomb. It could be anything. There's so much of a nuclear arms race at the moment in countries that we don't have any sort of control in, that we don't know where this threat's going to come from. So it is a real threat, and it is a worrying one for me. So why are we ignoring it? There you go. Look, Sweden's telling its citizens to prepare for war. There's another one. Bunker down. Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia defense officials announced plans to build 600 bunkers along the borders. So, yeah, let's close that off. But does it not tell them something that every single European country is doing this? And what are we doing? Oh, no, we're worried about the upcoming election and getting the people's votes. We don't want to scare them. So let's just, knock a bit of a percentage off their NI. Let's not worry about the NHS and how we're funding that. We'll just, give them a bit of money back in the pockets and we'll vote for us. That's the biggest concern in this country, getting back in power. But what's the point in being in power if you've no population left to rule over? Yeah, you don't even have to do that much work. Let's be honest. The bunkers are there. We have bunkers scattered all over the country that are just dilapidated. You don't want to build new ones? Do a refurb job. You don't want to do a refurb job? Give us a subsidy so we can do our own. Whatever. At some point, we have to wake up and face reality. Speaking of refurb jobs, I wanted to share this on here. This is what we do have in this country that we're not using. This is the UK Urban Explorer, as you saw at the bottom there, ukUrbanExplorer.co.uk. And these are the pictures from inside the Burlington bunker, which is under RAF Corsham, Wiltshire. And if you just look at the size of this, it's gonna do this to me, isn't it? It would do this. Best laid plans and all that. There we go. Let's go through. We've got through them that way. That's better. Hopefully you can see them. But if you just look at the scale of this and the size, it's huge. But it's just laying there dormant, dilapidated, unused. Canteen areas. And this is one of multiple. The bakery area. That's cool. But this is one of multiple. In Scotland, the one in Scotland that's similar to this, they've made into a tourist attraction. Go and have a look for it. It's Google Scotland's secret bunker. And it's a tourist attraction now. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We have this stuff in place. It wouldn't take much to get teams in there to get this into a position where, if needs be, people could get down it. But I mean, these were built for governments and officials and stuff like that. Obviously, the elites are going to have the first sets of tickets to these things. So what are you going to do for the population? I don't know. If you do nothing else from this video, go to the links at the bottom, click on that petition, takes you 2 minutes, costs you no money, sign that petition. Let's at least get somebody talking about it. And share. You don't even have to share this video. I'm not out for the likes and comments and stuff on this video. Share that link. Don't share this video. Share the petition link with as many people as you possibly can. Get it. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's hope the government can pull its finger out at some point, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.